It starts the same every morning. You open your eyes, and before your feet touch the floor, your thumb is already scrolling. 10 seconds, 60 seconds, 3 hours. You told yourself, I'll just check one thing, but now it's noon and your to-do list is untouched. Your dreams delayed again, and guilt, like a thick fog, clings to your chest, and then the voice creeps in. You're so lazy. Why can't you just get it together? What if I told you, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you don't lack ambition, but there's a system, a silent force working against you. Every day it hijacks your attention, rewires your brain, and leaves you feeling like a failure. And the worst part, you think it's your fault. This video will show you exactly what's been stealing your focus, how you've been programmed to chase dopamine instead of discipline, and the 3-step method to break free without motivation or willpower. They told you you're lazy, that if you just had more willpower, you'd finally be consistent. But deep down, you want to grow. You crave discipline. You dream of becoming unstoppable. So why can't you just do it? It's because you're fighting a silent addiction and your opponent is invisible, but lethal. Its name? Dopamine. Dopamine is the brain's pay attention chemical. It is what drives your desires, motivation, and reward. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It only cares about what's easy, fast, and pleasurable now. There was a time when you could enjoy doing nothing, when you could sit still and be okay. But now, even silence feels unbearable. Why? Because every scroll, every like, every short video gives your brain a microscopic hit of dopamine. So you plan to read a book, but TikTok gives you 10x the dopamine in 5 seconds. You plan to work out, but Netflix offers escape without stress. It's not that you're lazy, it's that your brain has been reconditioned to reject effort and crave instant gratification. And now, your nervous system is addicted to novelty. Look, I need you to hear this. This isn't your fault. You didn't choose to live in a world designed to hijack your brain. You didn't ask for apps that reward you every 7 seconds with dopamine hits. You didn't want to become someone who checks their phone more than they check in with themselves. But here we are. And it's exhausting, isn't it? One part of you wants to be focused, to build, to create something meaningful with your life. But the other part, it just wants one more scroll, one more escape. And every time you give in, it becomes stronger. But here's the twist no one tells you. You can unlearn it. You can train your brain to love focus again. It doesn't take superhuman discipline. It just takes awareness and a new game plan. So how do you break out of this cycle? It starts small, really small. Step 1, pay attention. The second your hand moves to your phone, pause. Ask yourself, what am I trying to avoid right now? That question alone rewires your awareness. Step 2, build friction. Move apps off your home screen. Turn off notifications. Wear a rubber band, snap it when you feel the urge. It sounds silly until you realize that friction is freedom. Step 3, replace the rush. Do things that don't flood your brain with dopamine. Go for a walk, journal, stare out the window. At first, it'll feel boring, maybe even painful. But slowly, that boredom becomes peace, and that peace becomes clarity. And suddenly, focus doesn't feel so far away anymore. Imagine waking up and not needing your phone to feel alive. Imagine sitting with your thoughts and actually liking what you hear. Imagine being so dialed in, so present, that you forget to check Instagram because you're too busy living your actual life. That version of you exists, and they're not far away. They're just buried under noise. But the moment you stop feeding your addiction, that version begins to rise. Slowly, steadily, powerfully. You're not lazy. You've just been stuck in a system that profits from your attention. But you don't belong to that system. You belong to your purpose. So if this video hit something deep in you, don't just scroll away. Comment, I'm ready below. Subscribe, and let's start building a focused, peaceful, powerful version of you together.